Hola. Let's do some collective love messages. It's been a while. I just did. What do they want to say to you? How do they really feel about you? Um, for all of the signs, fire sign. Well, all of the element signs: fire, air, earth, and water. You can definitely find those on my page if you want them like to be a little more specific. Or if you want a personalized reading where it's the most specific, I am open for personal readings. So check down below in the description box, like, share, subscribe. Trying to grow and join our family over here. And yeah, leave me some comments if this resonated. So let's kind of just jump on in. I don't really have a specific style. I just kind of felt guided to do this. So let's do just a collective overall love energy. Because the energy in love has been a little weird. I have been having a lot of people pop up. You would think it was like retrograde or something, the way I have like old flings from like last year popping up and all of that shit. It's been really, really, really wild. So yeah, hopefully nothing has been too crazy with y'all. I just wanted to kind of jump in and see what the collective love energy was giving. Okay, so let's kind of just jump on in. Ouch. Scratch my thumb. Give me a couple of cards for the love collective. Just for love. It is June 19th. Happy Juneteenth to all of my skin folk. Okay, hopefully y'all putting something nice on the grill or something like that. Okay, but this is also a timeless video, so whenever you see it, there can be something for what resonates. Okay, we have the concern card, distant horizons. We have courtship. Give me a generalized love energy for the collective. A general love energy for the collective. Courthouse, courtship, courthouse. Toil and labor fell on the concern card, so I'm gonna leave it right there. Community is down at the bottom of the deck. So the first thing I will say when it comes to romance and the collective energy right now, regardless of where you stand, regardless of if you are talking to someone, if you're not talking to someone, maybe you're talking to multiple motherfuckers, single, not single, situationship, trying to work it out, it's complicated, whatever. Community down at the bottom of the deck out the gate makes me feel like make sure you're using your discernment with all of this energy going on right now. Okay, I have had countless people come back. I've had countless people try to like make amends. I've had one or two people just profess to me like how they really been feeling all these years about me, and they just ain't said nothing because they didn't know how I felt. Like, so just use discernment. I feel like there's a lot going on in the romantic energy right now. Okay, let's unpack this concern card with the toil and labor. Concern was the first card that flipped over. So I took it as the first card that I saw. It wasn't the first card that flipped out of the deck, but it was the first one that fell face up. So I take those cards typically as like the first card that should be first, the card that wants to be seen the most. Like I said, toil and labor falling on top of that. This makes me feel like in love, you could be experiencing or you could be dealing with people who are experiencing having some concerns about the work that needs to be put in to really be with you. Okay. This is why community is very important. This is why not only consulting with your community of friends and family in your neck of the woods, but also consulting with your higher divine team is super important, because I am seeing some energy. Okay, we do have distant horizons, which means people going, to great lengths. You know what I'm saying? Maybe even traveling. Courtship is here. Courthouse is also here. Okay, but this makes me feel like also with all of this energy, and it feels nice over here, the first card that wanted to be seen, which I feel like is the most important card, is the concern card. The concern card is again making me feel like someone is either concerned about the amount of effort that's going to have to be put in and they don't want to, or they're worried about the amount of effort of like how to do it. Excuse me, sorry. So take it for how it's resonating. I'm just clearing I be hitting my pen and stuff. And then sometimes it'll like make my throat all scratchy. But yeah, take it for how it resonates. This is either someone who is concerned about the work that they have to put in. They understand that it'll be strenuous work, but maybe the concern is not really knowing how to go about it. Okay? Or this is someone who wants to be with you, wine you, dine you, whatever, and all of that nice stuff, but they don't really want to put in any real work. For some of you, this is people you're dealing with. For some of you, this is people you wasn't dealing with. Okay? Maybe people was dealing with from the past. Like for instance, I know somebody wrote me on Instagram and was like, "Oh, if I'd have knew that you were this type of woman or whatever, whatever, whatever." But it's like we were never on that type of time. So for me, it's like again, was there a level of toil and labor? Was there a level of concern? Right? Maybe this person is finally confessing this because they have been concerned. Like I know that they said like this is something that's been weighing on me for a minute now, but the other day it really kind of came full circle. Right? So again, maybe this is someone who maybe had concerns about the work and the effort it would have taken to be with you. Maybe this is someone who wanted to put in the work to commit to you but didn't really know how. Regardless though, again, I see someone kind of coming the distance or going the distance with distance horizons, okay? That also usually makes me feel like someone is willing to go the extra mile, someone is willing to go the distance, or someone is willing to travel, okay? Is what that kind of feels like. Courtship and courthouse is here though, okay? So for a lot of you, this makes me feel like unfinished business. Someone might want to come in to court you. And where that applies, I feel like it's that person who might understand that, okay, to get person watching or to be with person watching or to get them back or to win them back over is going to take a lot of work, right? But this is someone who might be concerned exactly on how to go about doing it. But courtship and courthouse, again, makes me feel like someone who wants to court you and understand that they have unfinished business. You go to the courthouse to do what? Handle business. Tags renewed, license papers, pay a bill, jury duty. You don't go to the courthouse for shits and giggles and to have fun, right? This is someone who in your life might be feeling like there's unfinished business. If you also, such as myself, have been having people kind of come out of the wazoo, these might be people who feel like I have unfinished business with person watching. If not necessarily feeling like they have unfinished business with you, they could just be coming back to again handle some business. You know what I'm saying? It could not even necessarily be like, oh, we have unfinished business, as much as it is like how I just used for the example, right? This is someone who, I haven't spoken to them in like over a year. But this is someone who also can acknowledge to me, hey, I didn't treat you the right way. I apologize for like, our little time together was really amazing. You're really amazing. And I really regret not, handling business right with you the way I really knew I could have. I always knew that, but it finally came full circle, right? So again, it could not even be like I have unfinished business, and it could just be again people who's coming in and feeling like there's something to handle, there's something to be done, there's something to be said, there's something to do when it comes to this. Let me use this deck. I kind of want to use this deck. No, actually, I lied. I want to use tarot. Because I kind of want to confirm this toil and labor concern thing. Again, this could be someone who wants to go the distance, wants to say this, wants to say that, but then is concerned about the amount of work that has to be put in. Toil and labor is 38 at the top of it, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it reduces down to an 11. 11 is about new beginnings, right? A new sense of self. For some of you, this is someone, if you're dealing with them, for those of you where this resonates, this is someone who really likes you, likes courting you, but the issue actually could be going the extra mile. This could maybe be someone who is realizing to be with you, person watching, they really got to put their money where their mouth at. They really got to go the extra mile. They really got to put in the work to like be in alignment with you. And for some of you, that's this person's concern. There's someone who's concerned about like the level of work they have to put in. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you want stuff, you don't want it that bad. You know what I'm saying? And now I know that might sound really harsh to say, but it's the truth. Sometimes you want stuff, but you don't really want it that bad. Sometimes you want stuff and your eyes are bigger than your stomach. So this could be someone who really likes you and might enjoy courting you or hanging out or flirting or whatever, but then it's like, but this is a lot of work to put in to be with this person. And honestly, it's not even really a lot of work to be with this person. Like I said, this is someone who simply has to be in a certain level of alignment with you to be with you. And when they think about the work that they have to do it, it's like, oh, never mind. You know what I'm saying? Which honestly, as harsh as that might sound, really helps you dodge a bullet. If you want to be with me, but then you feel like planning dates and buying flowers and going the extra mile for me is too much work and too much effort and energy, it's strenuous, it's stressful, it's alarming, it's concerning, then maybe you should go be with a bitch who likes breadcrumbs, who likes for you to just offer for her to come over and watch Netflix and do nothing, because that's not the type of person that I am. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you should go be with a man who, you know, clearly doesn't care about you and sleeps with you and doesn't ever want to hang out, doesn't ever want to, you know what I'm saying? Because women can be like that too, where men can be very lovey-dovey. Oh, I bought you flowers and I thought about you. And women that act like, oh, that's so corny. That's so, you know what I'm saying? Where it's like, bitch, who, I will take the flowers. I don't want nothing to do with a man who the only flowers he got for me is WEED flowers. Like, that's not enough. What I'm gonna do with that? I could get that for my own. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not courtship. That's not romantic. That's not being a gentleman. You got some different type of, yeah, you got flowers for me, all right. The ones you twist up while we watch this show and you get to feel on some butt. Like, that's really, like, that's nothing. But then you have women who feel like, I don't want that. What I'm gonna do with a man like that? You have some men in the world who feel like, I don't want to be with a woman who like that. Why would I go be with the woman who is requiring for me to be the best me that I could be and work on myself? Why would I want to be with a woman like that when I can go be with a woman who I'm very okay with showing up as not my fullest potential? And some women are okay with that. I don't want to be with a woman who requires for me to tap into my fullest potential. Give me something for this toil and labor card. What is toil and labor about? Yeah, Ten of Cups sideways. Ten of Cups sideways. So that's the fantasy of the life. The fantasy of the thing, yeah. Six of Wands, no success, no victory. For some of you, give me one more card. That was because it still feel like both. Give me one more card to break it. What is this toil and labor concern card? Yeah. Someone is feeling like it's a lot of work to be with you. For some of you, it feels like there's a lot of work to be with you. For others of you, this is a very small slither. I feel like a very small slither. For some of you, though, this is someone who feels like things aren't victorious, things won't work out, and is like willing to pour out the cup because they can't see it from another perspective. Okay, Five of Cups is about crying over spilled milk. You don't see this cup behind you, though, right? But you're pouring out this one with your foot because you don't see the cup behind you. So for some of you, this is definitely, just like I said, I say this all the time, apply it for how it resonate. If it doesn't resonate, the shoe don't fit, you must quit. If the gloves don't fit, you must quit. If it don't resonate, then just assume the message is for you. If it don't apply, let it fly. For some of you, like I said, though, this is someone who feels like, oh, it's a lot of work to be with this person. This isn't going to work for me. They might not be communicating that to you, so pay attention. Again, community comes into play. Your divine team is going to already give you the red flags and let you know what it is. But somebody could be feeling like, this is a lot of work and a lot of effort to be with this person, and I don't want to do all of this. The energy required of me, expected of me to be with this person, to be my fullest self, to be reaching my fullest potential is stressful. The difference between toil and labor and the occupation card is occupation is a career that you like to do. You get up every day and you love to do this. Toil and labor is a job that you can't stand going to, but you have to do it anyway because you have to get the bills paid. That's a different type of energy, right? So this feels like for some of you, again, take it for how it resonates. Being with you will require for this person to be in their fullest potential, handle their business, to grow up, to mature, to really put their money with their mouth at, to really evolve, really grow, and to be in alignment with the type of person that you are. And a lot of people feel like, I don't feel like doing all of that. Once you realize a lot of people are okay with just reaching for the top of the trees and they're not gonna strive for the, hey, I'm not gonna get preachy, but if you get what I'm trying to say, you can finish that sentence for yourself. Like I said though, for others of you though, where this isn't toil and labor on some like, I don't feel like doing all of this work. This clearly just isn't gonna work for me. For others of you, this is someone who hasn't communicated. They feel like things aren't going to be successful because they don't really know how to do something. So the concern is maybe I should just give up now because I don't really know how to fix it. This is someone who understands that this is what they have to do. Just like I said, toil and labor, right? I understand I don't want to go to this job, but I have to go to this job because if I want my bills paid, I need to go clock in. Now, I don't have to like the job, but if I want this, I have to go clock in. If I want my bills paid, if I want this check, if I want these hours, if I want to survive, if I want to maintain, if I want to live, if I want gas, if I want groceries, if I want whatever, I need to go to this motherfucking job. It don't even matter about how much I like it or not, or how stressful it is or not. But for some people, they don't really know what to do. It's like they willing to pour it out, not because they don't care, but because they don't see that there's another option, right? You gonna cry over spilled milk. There's still milk in the gallon, but see, you fucked up about the milk that's on the countertop. You so fucked up about the milk that's on the countertop, you can't even turn over here and say, well, at least I still got a good quarter of a gallon left. I ain't waste all my shit. Right? For some of you, the concern, for some people, the concern in this romantic whatever is not necessarily knowing how to do it. The toil and labor, the stressful part of it is, how do I go about it? How do I go about courting? How do I go about handling this business? How do I go about going the extra mile? In what manners and in what facets maybe do I need to go the extra mile? In what manners and in what facets am I supposed to be courting? And for some of you where that applies, they're also not asking questions and they're not really talking to you about it. But bottom of the deck, again, Ace of Pentacles with that, Hangman with that, Five of Wands at the bottom of the deck with that. So there's, for some of you, the concern is obstacles. For others of you, the concern is, oh, it just take a whole lot to do and be with this person, and I'm okay with just being a regular. You know what I'm saying? I don't gotta be MVP of the league, star player. You know what I'm saying? I'm okay with just wearing a jersey and sitting on the bench. I don't really want to put no points on the board. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. I ain't really trying to score. I just made the team and I got the jersey on and I'm cool with that. I ain't really trying to goddamn do a whole lot of extra shit. I'm okay with just being a bench warmer. For some of you, some people are okay with being bench warmers. Pay attention to your divine team. Pay attention to your intuition about what that looks like and what isn't. I saw an Aquarius symbol on here. I'm almost positive that wasn't an Aquarius symbol, but I know I saw one. So maybe Aquarius could be prominent. Aquarius could be prominent. You could be having an Aquarius. You could be dealing with an Aquarius. You could have Aquarius in your chart. You could be an Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius seasons could also be prominent. Because I definitely know I saw in my mind's eye the Aquarius symbol on there. Okay. Give me something for this courtship card for romance for this collective. Three of Swords and the Page of Pentacles is reversed. For a lot of you, this person wants to court you, but I feel like they're nervous. For some of you, so they're withholding. For some of you, they don't want to be left out in the cold, or maybe they already was. Like I said, for some of you, where it's like, I know I got to put in some work to be with person watching, but my concern is, what work am I going to put in? How am I going to put in the work? What would, you know what I'm saying? Where, how to go? What am I supposed to be doing? For a lot of you, it's also rooted in the fear of like hurt and disappointment. On this courtship card, we had the Three of Swords, but we also have the Page of Pentacles reversed. Someone might be really, really scared of being rejected, or like being turned down, or being hurt. So maybe someone is just withholding. This feels like the same person or these same people, you know, withholding, not really sharing with you what they're thinking, not really sharing with you what they're feeling. For others of you, where it's like they don't think that they have what it takes to really be in alignment with you. For some of you, you already went out with these people and you've already kind of had to kind of get them. is what I'm picking up. You've already kind of had to hurt their feelings, bruise somebody's ego a little bit already. Where it's like, this what you did? You know? Like going back to what I just used. Like if you know like roses and lilies and tulips and dandelions and all the insert all the other beautiful flowers and shit here, and then a motherfucker you pull up to their house and all they got is WEED flowers for you. It's like, what type of person do you take me for? You know what I'm saying? Kind of hurt somebody's ego a little bit. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, this is what you wanted to do. So, like, this is someone trying to invite you out for a date and then take you to, like, McDonald's. Where it's like, you know, I'm like, I don't know. I keep hearing it. Where it's like, this it? Like, this is all that you... Like, but you supposed to be courting me, though. I thought you wanted to court me. I thought you said we was going to go out on a date. I didn't think you was taking me to, like, for me, in Atlanta, men do this a lot. So I could just use this as an example for myself. Men be wanting to court me and then do stuff, and then they would be like, oh yeah, meet me over here. And then I Google the place, and it's a strip club. What type of woman do you take me for? I thought we was going on a date. Then they're like, oh yeah, no, they sell food in there. Like, it ain't even really what you think. And you wanted me to meet you at the strip club to do what? You know what I'm saying? Like, we supposed to be going on a date. You told me you bought me flowers. This is a blunt. That's different. I thought you got me roses. You know what I'm saying? Like, for some, I'm also picking up too, they money not right. This Page of Pentacles is about, like, your financial investment, where you're placing your energy, where you're placing your time, where you're placing your coin. Some people can't court you right because they don't even have the money to do it. I never forget, I just went to the movies to see, what did I go see? Final Destination? Sweet guy, nice guy, he was late. And him being late wasn't even the crazy part. It's the fact that the nigga texted me and told me get dressed, as if I already didn't have an alarm to get dressed because I don't stay that far from the movie theater that we going to. Just for me to get dressed, leave the house, get there, beat him there, and still be 15, 20 minutes late to the movie. Why the fuck did you tell me to get dressed? I had that covered. I didn't need nobody to tell me to do nothing. Then you get there and now we gotta share a slushie, which everything about that gave, oh, because you probably don't have the money to get two. So you're just gonna buy one and we can share it. But no part of me going to the movies for this date consisted of, in my mind, of me sharing my drink. Because if that's the case, I could have just bought my drink and you could have just bought yours. Right? So it's kind of like, I'm seeing the energy of that, where it's like the collective energy and love very much feels like, for a lot of you, somebody is very concerned about the level of energy and like forwardness. Like, I'm hearing like step upness that they gonna have to get to in order to be with you. And for others of them, they already know, they see the vision, they know what they gotta do, they know that they have to be in alignment with you in some regard. But the concern is, how the fuck am I gonna do that? That's what this is, like, that's what this is giving me. How the fuck am I gonna do that? Give me some clarifying cards. Give me something on this courtship card. A lot of men didn't want to step up to your level. And now they're probably really understanding and seeing, like, how that fucked them up. For some of them, they're kind of just now at a point where they feel like, I don't know, regardless of the person watching, it ain't your problem. A motherfucker don't want to step up and play with the motherfucking big boys, then stay your ass a bench warmer. It's as simple as that. You either finna be the MVP in this league, or your ass gonna stay riding the bench. If you cool with riding the bench, cool. But that's just not the type of motherfucker I am, says this person watching. I'm not riding no bench. I done put this jersey on to ride the bench. I ain't train hard. I ain't practice hard. I ain't have late nights and early mornings to be a bench warmer. I'm in a motherfucking game. Put me in a game, coach. It's all like that. Some people are just okay with being bench warmers. Some people feel like you asking too much, requiring too much of them, because you trying to advocate that they just not be a bench warmer. Oh, what, y'all don't want to play? Come get in the game. It's fun. We having fun out here. It's a time. Now all of a sudden you the problem. And for others of you, like I said, they know exactly what it is. They just don't know how to do it. For instance, for some of them, again, they could really want to court you. They might want to step up to your level. They might want to really be the person that you need and to really prove to you and show you that they are in alignment with you. But again, if their idea of that is different from yours. They might feel like, I don't know what to do. Like I said about going out. Just same thing like I said about going out. I know Holmes ain't really got it like that. I understand what his situation is. I understand better now after the fact. But see, again, motherfuckers trying to pump fake and act like, oh yeah, let's, cause I'm gonna take you to the movies. We're gonna go do this. You probably can't afford it, and that's not even to be funny. That's just to be real. And motherfuckers know they probably can't afford it. But see, it puts you in between a rock and a hard place when you feel like, oh, I don't really know if I can afford a person watching. It's a different type of feel when you want these problems and you can't really afford it. Versus someone who says, oh, I don't really want them problems. I ain't really feeling it. I ain't really trying to go. Whether we sharing the slushy or we getting our own individual moments, I ain't trying to do neither of those. We could, you know what I'm saying? We could watch Netflix at home, though. You know what I'm saying? Why are we going to the movies and I'm spending money on? That's too much effort. I gotta court you. I gotta pick you up. I gotta get you flowers. We gotta get the popcorn. We gotta get the seats. I already got Netflix at the crib. We can get it on bootleg. Twist up some different type of flowers. And eat some snacks or something because I probably ain't got no. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of what it feels like. So, again, just take it for how it resonates. If you know you're dealing with brokies, be mindful of that. If you know you not even dealing with brokies, but they like, I want to say like spiritually broke. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't even got to be financial, like I said, because someone who doesn't want to put in the effort to be with you, it's like, oh, well, if you want a lame bitch, go take your lame ass to a lame. Like, that's easy work. For heart chakra, Archangel Raphael, yes, is here. You have the strength card is here, and then you have the sacral chakra. For some people though, and this feels more like the group who feels like I don't really know how to get in alignment with person watching, feels very like they're gonna have to get creative and they're gonna have to actually get into their heart space. For some people, they might. For some of them, I'm kind of like I said, that group I'm picking up where it's like I don't want to really court because I ain't really trying to like hurt my feelings. So like I ain't really trying to invest nothing in that. Throw their ass away. For some, for others of you where it's like you might be dealing with somebody or people are coming back or maybe you're with someone currently, they might want to invest. They're gonna have to get creative though, and they gonna have to like really just keep their heart open. I ain't really get off in Holmes' ass when we went on that movie date like I should have, but I see him trying. I know I feel like I done kind of maybe had a brush or said some words that he didn't really appreciate once or twice. And again, it's not deliberate. It's just kind of learning how to roll with it, keep your heart open, and kind of learning that like the woman I am, especially me specifically, you kind of just have to step up to the plate. A lot of people though don't want to step up to the plate, but for people who want to, whether you're watching this or maybe you're dealing with someone who's watching this, it's gonna take them to open their heart. It's gonna take a lot of strength, and it's gonna take some creativity. Person watching, if you're the one being courted by this person, I would encourage you to sit back and sit pretty. The thing with being courted is whoever trying to court you got to come all the way with their rep, which means they're gonna have to keep their heart open. They're gonna have to really try to find the strength. They might not know exactly what you might want or need or to feel like you're all on the same page, but it's also not on you to kind of push them into that. They have to get creative. They have to open their heart. They have to figure that out. But this feels like someone might feel disappointed or let down because there's like no, like if this is you person watching, you might feel really let down because someone's trying to court you, but then you might feel like, oh, you dropping the ball, like how I felt at that time. It's helped me understand the reality of that person's situation as to why they can't court me the way that they want to, but it's also moved me into telling them I don't think we should be trying to court each other then, because if you gonna half-ass do it, I don't want it. Don't halfway crook me. If you gonna court me, come all the way. I like flowers and this and that and money and nails done and shit, and I like time and attention and quality time. I ain't trying to snare no slushies and shit. Like, you get your own, I have mine. There's just a way in how to do it, right? But then if this is the other person has to understand that it's not that their energy investment isn't worth it. It's just maybe not up to par with the person you might. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's easy to go get a Netflix and chill type of bitch. You could. But if you like a bitch who like IMAX and 3D and shit, and she like to sit up close and this, that, third, you know what I'm saying? You gotta really understand what you're getting yourself into. So generally, collectively, this feels like person watching you could be dealing with someone or some people who might feel like they're concerned on what effort to put in to have you, and might be concerned because the level of effort that you need or would require for them to step up to the plate, they don't want to do it. I do see people wanting to go the extra mile for you. However, just because they want to go the extra mile don't mean that they actually can. Sometimes people's efforts aren't enough. Okay? There's also a message here of if you're with someone and you're feeling like that, be a little lenient. Try to have a little strength. You try to get a little creative. You try to open your heart a little bit and get a little compassionate. Sometimes people can only court you from where they at in life at the moment. I mean, you don't got to accept breadcrumbs if you feel like I'm good on that, but you also don't have to be mean and harsh about it. Something is to be made official, though. It's courthouse. Things are being made official. That's a message I'm getting. Things are being made official right now at this time. Give me like 3 cards just generally to wrap this up. Daughter romance. Things are being made official. Didn't I just say that? Daughter romance. Things are being made official. Thinking woman, so use your brain. Okay? Be nice. Don't be ugly to people. Don't be rude. You have 2 11s here, so 11 is here, so I do feel like there's, or is this another one? I think this is another one, yeah. So we have 3 11s. 38 here toward the label. 47 here with the thinking woman. What else was that? Heart chakra. 38. You have 3 11s. And you have 2 33s, okay? So definitely pay attention to the vision. Pay attention to your thoughts. Pay attention to the signs. There are signs. Your community is speaking very loud to you. And a lot is happening in the romance sphere right now. It's going to be up to you, person watching, to really kind of, you know what I'm saying, figure out what's what. Really kind of, you know what I'm saying, use your noggin. Put your thinking cap on is what I'm kind of getting. Yeah, financial constraints, right? Like I said, some people actually might not have it. But can you appreciate their efforts? Somebody might not have it, but are they still putting in the effort? You know what I'm saying? Like, courting don't always have to just be the money you spend either, right? So just be mindful of that. But like I said, things are being made official. There's things being made official, whether it be good or bad, or with this person, that person, red person, blue person, 1 person, 2 person. So it just kind of depends on how you feel. Overall message, though, use your discernment. Use your discernment. If you know that motherfuckers acting like they don't really want to give you what you need in a relationship, leave. Stop giving them the benefit of the doubt and trying to hold out to see what he's going to give. They are not interested in trying to step up to the plate. And people who are interested in trying to step up to the plate, have a little bit of leeway with them. Is what this feels like. Because you might find yourself a little disappointed. Some people who want to step up to the plate and they trying, again, might not have all the tools, might not have all the finances, might not have all the resources, might not have all the know-how. But it's going to be on you to try to really meet them in the middle. Like I'm hearing Meet Me Halfway by Black Eyed Peas. Yeah, Meet Me Halfway. Right on the borderline is where I'm going to wait for you. I'll be looking out. Night and day. Push your heart to the limit, and this is where I stay. So it's kind of giving too. Like again, just be lenient. There's a lot of kind of, like I said, coming up right now. You should discern it. You don't got to be with nobody. You don't got to leave nobody. Make sure you're doing what's in the best interest for you. If you feel like this isn't really working for me, regardless of how much effort and care and shit they want to put in it, you don't have to stay. But again, you don't gotta, you know what I'm saying, be an ass about it either. You also need to pay attention to people who, again, might breadcrumb you. If you know that you want roses, let's not maybe take sativa flower. You know, make sure motherfuckers, and when motherfuckers get to acting like, oh, that's just too much, clip their ass, get them on up out of here. Thank you again so much for watching my channel. I deeply appreciate it. If you got to this part of the video, like, share, subscribe, leave some comments. Let me know how this resonated, if this resonated. And yeah, I'm super starving and I'm hungry. I'm going to go start on dinner before I like die of being famished. And I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.